Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Thursday night. A little bit of a late start. Had a couple of programs kind of forced close on me there before we got going. But hey, we're live once again here on a Thursday night. No Tanner this evening. Tanner, unfortunately, is having some internet issues, so we're going to be taking over here tonight to give these boys a show here. Coming at you live from I55 Speedway in Pevely, Missouri. And ladies and gentlemen, 60 laps heat racing here tonight in the Dirt Pro late models. It's gonna be a good one. The Coleman Designs Dirt Late Model Series presented by Crooked Line. So make sure y'all hit that like button. So we got about 11 seconds left to go here in practice. Like I said, a little bit of a late start. Right now, Hunter Lagoon's top of the charts. We're getting ready to head into qualifying, which everybody here knows what that means. It's time to head down trackside so we can go through the National Anthem. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's National Anthem. Thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our National Anthem. Drivers are already into qualifying, and time's already on the board. About 10 cars already have gone out as John Monkern goes third fastest with a 12.83, currently on the pole right now. Provisional pole, 12.72. The 53 of Scott Smith. It's supposed to be my number, Scott. Justin Coleman goes second fastest on his first lap, 12.78. Interesting to see these drivers really working the bottom side of the racetrack here on these qualifying runs. Really would have thought that the top would have came in the way the track has worn out. But everybody seems to be migrating to the bottom here for qualifying as we're taking a look at the number 80 of Christopher Smith coming to take his second lap, or has just completed his first lap, which is a 12.91, good enough for 8th position out on the charts. Hunter Lagoon, being last week's winner, cannot qualify, has to start from the rear of the field this evening. Second lap for Smith, a little bit slower, 13 flat, so gonna have to stick with 8th position. One of the last drivers out on track to take a time is the 07 of Daniel Sweat, and that really nice blue Coleman Designs 07 dirt late model. We got about 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying. That's all the drivers, ladies and gentlemen. We got 14 dirt late models here tonight. And again, one of them did not, or I'm sorry, we got 15 here tonight. One of them not being able to qualify, being last week's winner. Minute and a half left to go here in qualifying. Once qualifying is over, we're going to jump right into heat racing. Drivers are going to have 8 laps in each heat to determine the starting grid for tonight's race. Tonight's main event, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be 60 laps. 60 laps here at I-55, Pevely, Missouri. Gonna be a a good one. This track always seems to put on great racing. Not only can you run the high side, really hang it out there up on the top, but you can run that low groove here as well once the track starts to get worn in. And these drivers have really worn it in here in practice. Track prep crews, I believe, are not going out before the feature, so it's going to be the way it is once we get to the main event. And that wraps up qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and give you the lineup here for heat race number 1. Scott Smith going to be on the pole here with Jason Korn, his teammate, to his outside. Matthew Kiechel? I'm going to say Kiechel. Starting third here tonight with Kevin Prettyman starting fourth, Daniel Sweat in fifth, Henry Jones sixth, Anthony Rennick seventh, Hunter Lagoons is going to be eighth here for heat race number 1. Pace truck's going to start to roll off, and so is the grid. We're going to get 2 laps here before we take the green flag for heat race number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be running the side ticker this evening. Side ticker works a lot better with the heat race formats. Just to let you guys know, no top ticker this evening except for in practice. Side Bite Motorsports on the front row. Matthew Kiechel, Kevin Prettyman row 2 here for heat race number 1. Track's starting to get a little worn in there in the middle, wondering where the leaders are going to go here once we get that green flag. They just got the 1 to go signal. We're going to be coming out of turn number 4, and Smith is going to be laying the hammer down here. Green flag is out, and we're racing here for heat race number 1. To the lead early is Scott Smith, his teammate Jason Korn right behind him. Good battle going on back here for third. See Prettyman go to the top side of the racetrack trying to get a run on the number 17 of Matthew Kiechel. 25 of Henry Jones back here running in third. Hunter Lagoons already up 2 spots in 6th. Now looking to take that 5th spot from the number 25 of Jones. Side by side going into 3 and 4. Not able to try a slide job there. He's got Prettyman up on the top side of the racetrack, and Prettyman actually got the wall a little bit right there as we came out of turn number 3. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Scott Smith still leads the way. Jason Korn second. Where is Scott Smith running right now? Kind of running a middle up to the high lane, kind of pulls it down here late on the exit. We see the number 17 trying to utilize the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to see if it'll work. Oh, Lagoons slid up in front of, I believe that was Jones, trying to take that position away. Jones had to back way out of it to keep from spinning the number 27. As it looks like Scott Smith is going to get the 2 to go right here, coming to get the white flag for heat race number 1. And the number 53, my number. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for Scott Smith in heat race number 1. Out of turn number 4, Scott Smith is going to win heat race number 1. His teammate Jason Korn going to be second, Kevin Prettyman third, Matthew Kiechel in 4th, Hunter Lagoons 5th, Henry Jones 6th, Daniel Sweat 7th, Anthony Rennick 8th. Just like that, going to be rolling on into heat race number 2. Show you the grid for that. Justin Coleman going to be starting on the pole for heat race number 2. John Monkern is going to be starting in second. Samuel Lawson's the governor is going to be starting in third. Christopher Smith in fourth. Brandon Elvis fifth. Jason Bauer in sixth. And Todd Lamphere rounds out the field for heat race number 2. 2 to green right here, ladies and gentlemen. As the field starts to roll off, we're going to get another 8 laps. Out of turn number 4, Coleman fires them off. We're underway for heat race number 2. Slides up in front of the 81 right there, takes the lead over. Right now, 1, 2, 3 is Justin Coleman, John Monkern, and Samuel Lawson. Lawson up to the top side of the racetrack to see Brandon Elvis trying to work the bottom groove to make a run here on the 44. I think that 44, though, he's got the right idea, running that top lane, but he's going to have to get that car straighter than that. Let's go on board. Oh, wrong button. On board here with Lawson, looking out front of John Monkern and Coleman. Coleman just set the fastest lap of the heat race, 12.79. Five laps to go here in heat race number 1. They've all kind of single filed out just a little bit. So we come to get 4 to go here. Coleman might have gotten the outside wall just a touch there. Keeps it straight, keeps it rolling though in that number 14. Three to go here in heat race number 1. Coleman just set another fast lap, 12.78. He's got this track figured out right now. Kind of entering towards the middle, lets the car float all the way up to that outside lane and gets the drive off the corner here for that number 14 and Justin Coleman. 2 to go, coming to get the white flag here for heat race number 2. White flag in the air. Down the back straightaway for the final time here in heat race number 2. And out of turn 4, it is going to be all the 14 of Justin Coleman taking home heat race number 2. It's a great run for these guys. Nice and clean. Everybody giving each other plenty of room. Great run, great run. It looks like we are going to be getting a 5-minute warm-up here. Not sure if they're going to advance it. This is the first time I broadcasted for these guys on a Thursday in a long time. Again, hopefully Tanner gets his ISP stuff situated. We all know how internet service providers can be. We hope to see him back here on Saturday for Race Chatter. Episode number 3. And now I'm curious of who's actually going to go to the top of the board here in the warm-up. Right now it's Kevin Prettyman, 13 flat. Scott Smith, 13.02. And Elvis, a 13.03. So times are very, very close here tonight at Peevely. Trying to get a feel for these cameras too as well, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't really broadcasted an i55 race, so kind of just seeing what angles we got here for later on tonight. We got some good ones. We got in-car, we got a roof cam. We can look backwards on the roof. Not only that, we're hanging on the spoiler as well, looking back at Brandon Elvis right now, currently 5th on the charts here in the warm-up. About 3 minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes, and we're going to be heading into the feature event. about 22 seconds left to go here in the warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers are putting those final adjustments on those dirt late models, getting them ready to go here for the 60-lap main event. Gonna go quick, too, for how good these drivers are driving here tonight, especially with 12-second lap times. Gonna go really fast, so hopefully you got those things dialed in just right. Look how close the times are. I mean, the whole field within a second of each other. This is going to be some really good racing here tonight. Let's not be crashing when the warm-up's over. That'd be cool. Thank you. Yeah, we got to go ahead and bring up that grid. Get ready to show off the grid here for tonight. Starting on the pole for tonight's feature is going to be Scott Smith, Justin Coleman to his outside in second, Jason Korn going to be rolling off in third, John Monkern going to be starting fourth, Kevin Prettyman rolling off in fifth with Samuel Lawson, the governor, to his outside in sixth. Matthew Keachel is going to be starting in seventh, Brandon Elvis to his outside in eighth. Hunter Lagoon's back there in ninth, Christopher Smith going to be starting 10th, Henry Jones 11th, Todd Lamphere in 12th. Moving on down, we got Daniel Sweat in 13th, Jason Bauer 14th, and Anthony Reddick shotgun on the field here tonight in 15th position. 15 dirt late models, 60 laps. It's time to get it on here in Peevely, Missouri. Drivers are getting the one to go signal here. It's almost time to go racing here in Peevely. Scott Smith, Justin Coleman, front row. Jason Korn, John Monkern, row 2. Green flag is out. We're racing here at I-55. Down into 1 and 2. Scott Smith going to slide up in front of Justin Coleman and take away the race lead right now. But look at Korn trying to make a move down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Coleman goes up to the top side as Monkern trying to follow through right now. Gets a run to the outside, trying to take a look at that P3 spot. Oh, Korn tries to slide up in front of Coleman. Can't make it happen. Had to get way out of the gas right there. Lost a lot of momentum as we come to take lap 3 of 60. Smith, fastest lap of the race thus far, 12.97, but here comes Coleman. Coleman's got the line down. He had it down in the heat race. Let's see if he can run down this number 53. I think I'm going to win here tonight. Smith running consistent lap times. Same with Coleman. Let's go back and take a look at Kevin Prettyman trying to look on the inside of Samuel Lawson, the governor, currently in 5th. They go barreling down into turns 3 and 4. We're coming to take a lap 6 of 60. Scott Smith, still your race leader. Great shot of the field as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. The track is going to start to blow off here really quick, ladies and gentlemen. You can already see it on entry. Tell you what, let's go on board here with Coleman and watch him try and run down this race leader. These drivers kind of running an identical line, I guess you could say here. But Coleman's really floating it up. Trying to get that thing to bounce off the cushion right there. You see Korn. Korn's actually getting a good run on him here as we go into 1 and 2. Back a little bit further. Lagoons had tried to start from the back, now currently running 8th, trying to work his way around Brandon Elvis. Elvis currently trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Not sure how well that's working out for him, though, as he's watching Lagoons just fly by him on that outside. Tell you what, these guys are going to have to take note of that and maybe try and change up their line just a little bit here. We're already 12 laps in as Lagoons just set the fastest lap of the race, 12.88. A little bit quicker than what Scott Smith ran, which was 12.92. So Lagoons has something figured out here. Got a battle going on for, it looks like, 3rd. Monkern to the inside of Corn. Trying to make that bottom side work. I was listening to these guys in Discord before practice, and a lot of them were kind of concerned about what line to really run. And what I think it is that line that Coleman's running currently and the one that Lagoons is running. You want to enter on that middle groove, let it float all the way up to the outside line, bounce off that cushion, get the drive off coming out of the corner. We go back and take a look at Lagoons. He's trying to work to the outside of Prettyman, trying to take over that 6th spot. They got Samuel Lawson right in front of them. Right now, Monkern and Corn still battling for that 3rd position as Scott Smith comes to lead lap number 18, take 19. It's led them all so far. Coleman just set the fastest lap of the race right there, ladies and gentlemen, at 12.86. Oh, we got our first yellow flag of the evening. First caution. Something going on back here. Let's go take a look at it. This might have been on the start. I'm not quite, yeah, that's on the start. So let's go right here. Oh yeah, the 80, he got real sideways. Looked like the 25 might have clipped him and helped him around right there. Looks like the 80 tried to avoid hitting the 17, just got clipped by the 25, sent him around. Not a lot of damage to that number 80. Should be able to continue without an issue here. But that's our first caution of the evening. It's going to allow us to restack the field and see if anybody can run down this number 53 of Scott Smith. Coleman still runs 2nd. Jason Korn in 3rd. Monkern 4th. And Lawson rounds out the top 5. We're already getting ready to go back green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag back out in the air. Here comes Coleman with a run on Smith down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Wasn't able to complete the pass. We're almost halfway through this race. Corn trying to make something happen here on the middle part of the racetrack. Lagoon's already up to 4th. Oh, slider by Coleman. Doesn't complete it. Crossover by Smith. He's going to slide up in front of him here. Yeah, Coleman gives him a little shot. He had such a good run there through the center of the corner. Look at this run he gets coming off the corner. Smith is not deviating from that middle groove. He thinks that's the way to go. Now he runs up to the top side, tries to block that line from the 14. Look at Corn really making that middle work right now. Got to give him credit. He really has no other option. He can't slide up in front of the 14 or he risks bagging the 53. He's got got some room right there, but he's not going to know that he's able to be clear right there. Still halfway to go in this race. Here comes Lagoons trying to make something happen. He's got a good run on the top side by side for third right now as we head into 3 and 4. Lagoons and Coleman made a little bit of contact right there. Looked like the 27 trying to duck underneath the 14, make something happen. Oh, as we got a battle for the race lead going on right now. Oh, he just can't put the power down. Coleman goes back up to the top. Smith running that slider line right now. Coleman all over the back bumper of Smith. Can Coleman make a move and snag this race lead away from the 53? Out of 4 to cross line here, lap 35 of 60. Still got 25 laps to go here at the line. A lot of these drivers really hanging it out up on the cushion, almost bouncing off that wall every lap. Putting that right rear right up on it. Trying to get a good run. Could they be burning that right rear off, though? Look at the run he's got right here. Is he going to cross him? No, he's not. Coleman sticks to the top side of the racetrack. Great run here. Not able to get there, though. Now he goes to the bottom, tries to slide, jump in 1 and 2, and he's going to wreck himself. Caution flag out on the speedway. Ooh, what a big slider there out of Coleman. I don't think it worked, but you know what he said? Well, it clearly didn't work, but he saw the move, ladies and gentlemen. He went for it. Smith did exactly what he needed to do. Kept running his line, pinched that slider move down, and ultimately, Coleman unfortunately involved with this one. Let's go back and watch it one more time. All the way down here, slides up, boom, just way too much going into the corner, and it slid the car all the way up into the outside wall. Unfortunate. Running second here for most of the night for Coleman. Now has a wrecked race car. I was going to say weird showing Hunter Lagoon's the race leader, but I believe it is Scott Smith. We're already going back green flag racing. I thought I had another lap. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lagoon's up into the outside wall. Scott Smith tried to clear him off there. He's going to have to do it right here. He's clear. Can't get up there. Tries to pinch him off up into the wall. 18 laps to go. Smith is very, very good on the dirt. We know, we've seen it before. Normally a bottom feeder, however, trying to make that top line work. And I think that's why he's really going to the middle and letting the car float up to the outside line, ladies and gentlemen. That 53, we know he loves to be on the bottom side of the racetrack. As you see him getting to the wall a little bit right there, coming out of 2. Here comes Lagoons trying to make a slider. Not going to be able to clear him. Man, these guys really don't like giving a whole lot of room when they can't clear them sliders. Wow, that was a big move. Smith barely had any room up against that outside wall. Made it work, though. Lagoons might try it again here, but I think right now your best bet's to kind of just ride behind him, stay on his back bumper, maybe force a mistake out of that 53, and then try and bust a slide job here in the next corner. 13 laps to go. What can he do? Horn lost the position to the number 81. How about Monkern, man? He is up 1 spot since the start of this race. It's obviously not a lot. However, he's running a better line than these guys up front and really making it work. He's going to have a run on the 27 right here coming out of 2. Side by side going into turns 3 and 4. And he sticks to the bottom side of the racetrack. Lagoons bouncing off that outside wall once again. Not going to have a right rear left after this one. Scott Smith trying to hang on. We got 10 laps to go. Coming in 9. Here comes John Monkern in the number 81. Looking to the inside of Lagoons once again, making the bottom side work. Don't know how he's doing it, but he's making it work. Looks like I think I had my mic muted there for a hot minute. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. I've been sitting here talking. Going through the caution there, it looks like they were 3 wide coming off the corner, and I don't know, it looked like maybe Smith was trying to give a little bit more room to the bottom, ultimately make contact with Sweat on the bottom side of the race, or on the top side of the racetrack, and ultimately lost control of that dirt late model and went around. So we got 3 laps to go here. It's going to be a shootout to the end. And Smith, he's going to have to be on his game here. You got 3 laps. You've led every lap so far. You got a fast driver behind you. What are you going to do? We're going to find out. Smith down to the bottom. He's going to have to slide up in front of Hunter. Or Hunter's going to have that happen. He's going to get a run here. Side by side in 3 and 4. Lagoon's up on the top side. That kind of screwed the 53. White flag in here. 1 lap to go. Smith's going to get into him. Here comes Monkern. 3 wide down the back. Out of turn 4. I don't know who it's going to be. Looking like a Lagoon's got it. Man, I think Smith's regretting that one. Should have slid up and took it when he had the chance. I don't know why we're running up against the outside wall when the checkered flag's out, but you know. I don't know, Lagoon's apparently missing a wheel. What a race. Good race. Well, why don't we just blast on through these interviews real quick? We'll go ahead and pull the number 81 down real quick. Talk to him coming in 3rd tonight. John, you had a run. You were making that middle line work. You really was. I was watching the whole time. Kind of looked like the leaders got crossed up in front of you. You had to back out of it. Lost all that momentum. Walk me through the last part of your race there.
Yeah. First and foremost, I know you're under the weather, so thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it there. 27, he was showing some real speed. Hunter, I knew Scott was pretty fast. Was trying to keep some tires under me for maybe a late run pull. No, Jason Corn and I had a really good race. Much respect to him. 27 got crossed over. I could have shot the bottom about 2 or 3 times. Was almost waiting for, you got to be patient. You still got to end the race, you know, with all 4 tires on the car. So I was just a little bit too patient, wasn't aggressive enough, and we'll go on to the next one and try again.
Well, hey, man, you cannot complain about finishing in 3rd here tonight. You started 4th, got a position out of it. Good points tonight for that number 81. Who you got to thank?
CLR, you guys for broadcasting, as always. Great job. Beautiful. I thank all the drivers that came out tonight and everyone who raced clean, which was everyone. I have no complaints. Also got to thank some of my sponsors there. I got to throw out DOD, Defenders of Dirt, and my guys for, keeping me in this and keep me, still driving. And then I got to thank Justin Coleman and Brandon for putting this thing on. Brandon Elvis and Justin Coleman. I know Brandon just got a win. I know both of them didn't finish the race, but the effort was there. So, but I appreciate it, and big thanks to you for the broadcast.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again here on third place tonight. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, sir.
That's your third place finisher, John Monkern, number 81. Let's go ahead and bring up Scott Smith.
All right,
Scott Smith coming home in second tonight. You almost had to win there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was sitting here saying it on broadcast, man. I think you should have just went up when you had him cleared, and I think you would have had it. What do you think?
Yeah, I probably should have. I didn't want to block him necessarily, to give him a fair chance, and he got a good run him in the outside there, and I drove him up pretty high, but I didn't want to run him into the wall, and it was a pretty wild battle there at the end.
Why don't you walk me through that incident between you and Coleman there up at the front and tell me what you saw?
I'm really not sure what happened.
Well, I can tell you from what
he did
we
a slider,
saw,
and it looks like he just kind of ran it way up too high and hit the wall.
I think he went in a little too hard, but you kind of lucked out there. You didn't get involved with anything, and managed to bring home P2 here tonight.
Yeah, I saw it coming, so I turned down and hoping he wouldn't hit the wall, but he did, and I cleared him. So
well, Scott,
I'll take second.
Yeah, you come home second here tonight. Who you got to thank on number 53?
Oh, you guys for putting this on, and my teammate Jason Korn. He's having a little computer issues tonight, so. But other than that, about it.
All right, Scott. Hey, congratulations. You almost held him off, but solid P2 finish for you tonight. We'll see you next week.
Alrighty, thanks, buddy.
Scott Smith, driver of the number 53, my number, Scott, coming home in second. Let's go ahead and talk to our race winner. That's the number 27 of Hunter Lagoons. Hunter, you drove from basically the back up to the front. Kind of walk me through those last 10 laps there. You trying to get around, look like Monkern and Smith.
Yeah. Well, really, there at the start of the race, I felt really good all race, honestly. And then I think it was Coleman who, like lap 40 or something like that, he pulled a slider on Scott and he hit the wall and he kind of hit everyone else. Just out of control. I mean, nothing he could do about it. But, man, this track was so fun tonight.
Well, walk me through that last restart there. You had the chance. You had the preferred line, it looked like, up on the top side. Did you think Smith was going to kind of come up and slide in front of you and take that line away, or what were you thinking there on that last restart?
Well, I knew he was going to be aggressive. So I just my main goal right there was to get a good start and be able to get the speed off the corners. And honestly, that caution that we got really saved me, if I'm being 100% honest.
Well, you managed to fight hard there on the outside line. A little bit of contact between you guys, but good hard racing nonetheless here at Peevely. i55 come home with another win. Who you got to thank on number 27?
Definitely got to thank Zeem Setup Shop for bringing me aboard and letting me help them. And then definitely want to thank Model and Sun Trucking for sponsoring me in real life and in the sim.
All right, Hunter. Well, you take home another win here in Crooked Line Dirt. We'll see what you can do next week. Thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, see ya.
That was Hunter Lagoons, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner. And with that being said, these dirt races, they go quick, but they are always a good time. I want to thank you all for coming out this evening and watching the Coleman Designs Dirt Late Model Series here from Crooked Line. If you want to join, make sure you join the Discord link in the description below. We'll get you all hooked up and get racing here next week with us. Go ahead and get your feature results up on screen. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Front Row Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's coverage. See you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.